Hey, Mom.
Good morning. Or I should
Happy,
say hey, because it could be night when someone is watching this.
but
So,
it's good morning for
hey,
us. And
yes, it
it's
is good morning.
Monday morning for us. So
Yes, it is.
let's see how on the ball we are today.
Hopefully it's better than was it Friday we did them? Yeah, Friday.
I have
We
no
were
idea. It was a
whatever
mess.
day last week, it was tough. The last one was tough.
Yeah. We, well, I didn't feel good either. And
Yeah,
I'm finally a little bit crossing my fingers, getting a little bit better.
yeah,
But all right, we are at chapter 15.
yeah.
If you are new here and you're just diving in, I'm Katie. This is my mom, Lynn. We wrote a
Yeah.
book together called Embracing Your Different Ability. And this is a freebie, obviously, because you're watching it for free. But we are diving into each chapter of the book and answering more questions and diving deeper into the chapters. And also, we did this over on my podcast, the Different Ability Podcast, longer episodes, believe me, because I'm editing them right now. And we go rogue. We have fun.
Times, yeah, yeah.
We answer some really good questions and dive deeper. And all of those links will be down below for you to check out. And you can go buy the book down below too. So check it
There you
out
go.
here.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
Chapter 15. So, Katie. Our first question of the day. How did practicing handshakes and introductions growing up impact your confidence in college, especially those intimidating professor meetings?
All right, so in the book, I talk about how your husband, mom,
Yeah,
my
I know.
dad, literally made me practice handshaking.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not exaggerating. It would be like, introduce myself to him. Okay, that was pretty good. You go a little firmer. Like, had me practice that.
well, let me interject. There is nothing worse than a wimpy handshake.
Yes, I know. It's the worst. Like when
Absolutely.
someone's like, hi, and then it's like a limp
No,
noodle. Like,
no,
what?
no. You
No.
grab hold and you tell them you're there.
Yeah, you don't have to hurt anyone, but it's
Oh,
always like, oh my gosh, it's the worst. And you're just like, ugh. Like
yeah,
after I'm like,
I
oh, that was
agree.
just weird. So I practiced as a kid, and I really think that helped me, number one, practice helps so much, but
Yeah,
help me, like, again, build that confidence that I could go up to anyone and shake their hand and introduce myself. And
absolutely.
so the more practice I did in that, and I didn't just practice with him, I started like doing that with other people
Yeah,
around, like
yeah,
a farmer that would come over, or
yeah.
this person or that person. And you both never really talked for Krista or I. You can tell
Right.
me if I'm wrong about Krista, but you didn't talk for us. So it's like
No.
if we went out to eat, I remember I had to order.
Yeah,
And if someone we're introducing each other to someone and this is my daughter Katie, get your hand out there and
yeah,
shake their
yeah.
hand, you know? So you guys
Absolutely.
both did that, but preacher father of mine
Yeah.
and like the guy that just never stopped. He had me practice, which I appreciate because I actually COVID was terrible for me because I love shaking hands.
Yes.
So
Yes.
COVID was absolutely horrendous. And
Yeah,
B,
the elbow bump just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry.
no, and
No.
not even that. Like I am in outside sales. And so like I have to meet new people all the time and I go up and shake their hands. And now I still feel like it's like not a great thing to do. Like I catch myself not doing it as much and I kind of want
Yeah.
to again, but then I'm like I want to respect people. So it's like that weird balance. But
Yeah.
I feel like in college, it helped me a ton to introduce myself to those professors, to make that initial connection, build that relationship. And it just helped me all the way through my college career.
Well, it kind of breaks the ice a little bit. I mean, if you're afraid to talk to someone, it's just that connection. It breaks that little bit of ice that, opens it up that you feel okay speaking to someone, in my mind anyway.
Yeah, that. And it's also just in old school way, a sign of
Yeah,
respect.
absolutely.
So it's like,
Yeah.
not saying we have to do all the old school stuff because, dear Lord, we
Oh
don't need
boy,
to.
here we go.
Yes. But I do like the handshake. We should really
Yeah,
keep that thing around.
yeah.
So, Yeah.
I agree. I agree. It is a sign of respect. So you mentioned fear of failing and that one teacher's doubt lingered in your head. How did you work through that inner critic in those early college days?
Yeah, so that the high school teacher that said I wouldn't do well at Stout and I wouldn't succeed because I didn't go to his art class and blah blah blah. It was sadly still there a little bit,
Yeah.
but I deep down knew that I needed to prove to myself that I could do it. And I really did believe in myself. I believed that I could do it. I am like the sometimes unrealistic positive person that like it'll be fine as something's burning next to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
I know that's not ideal and it's not toxic positivity. I'm not a toxic positivity person, but I do really try to find the positive. That's come because of all the hard work and the practice I've done over the years, and I still continue to do. So,
Okay. I think some of it is you live in reality. Reality is what it is. So yeah, something bad might happen, but instead of going down that dark rabbit hole and, awfulizing everything, you, okay, how are we going to get over this? What are we going to do? It's that reality. You live in the real world.
yeah, and I do live in the real world, but I also live in like cloud la la land sometimes of like, yay, everyone can be happy and peaceful.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would love to believe that that's going to happen. And I really want that to happen to an extent. And
Yeah.
I want everyone to have a happy and healthy and lovely life. I know deep down that's not reality, but
Right.
I want to put that out in the world. And so
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't, the only time I remember it like creeping up on me, his negativity and my inner critic of that was when I was taking those art classes, the drawing classes
Once we
specifically.
left it Friday.
Yes. So sitting next to like actual artists, and here I am like trying to draw a stick figure correctly. Like, just that's the only time. But thankfully, the professors I had were encouraging. That's the one thing about art school is it's not like a simple check mark. Yes, you did great. You get
Right.
an A.
Right.
It's literally about progress. And that's how they
Right.
graded us. And so if they graded me against other students, I would
Yeah.
have failed out of college. But
Yeah.
they graded us against ourselves and
Right.
how we progressed from last time to this new time,
Yeah.
if we're
Yeah.
learning the techniques, that kind of thing. And I really appreciated that. So,
Yeah.
other than that, I just put my head down, worked really stinking hard, and literally lived in the art building. I squashed that negative nonsense because I don't have time for that at all, ever. But
Yeah.
I learned then that I'm going to continue to squash that down and not believe in it. I
Yeah.
will say, I think that he might have been the only person that like directly said I would not
Yeah.
do well. I'm sure there's lots of people in the world that don't believe in me, and that's totally
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That's their opinions or
Yeah.
whatever. But he stupidly said it out loud.
Yeah.
And then I used that as fuel to prove to myself that I
Exactly.
could do
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so why do you think your professors responded so positively to your self-advocacy approach, and what made it effective?
Well, my self-advocacy approach of like introducing myself, that's what I'm going to talk about here
Yeah.
because I was bold and did it.
Yeah.
Like I can remember one of the first times I did that, I took an art history class, which, oh, I love art history. I don't like being tested on art history, so I like learning about it, but think about the memorization that I did there and forgot it all. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what your girl Katie did. So I remember in that class, there was like 200 people in that class, probably. It was a lot of people. And she, when we were done with class, I was one of the only people that walked up to her after class and introduced myself.
Yeah.
There might have been someone after me, I don't know, but I walked up, did that, and I could tell it. caught her off guard, surprised her,
Yeah.
but also it built that start of respect. Like I don't
Right.
believe everyone just deserves respect. I think you have to earn respect. So like me going up, introducing myself, sharing a little bit about myself and my disability was really, I think, impactful. I know it was impactful because when I went back many years later and taught, she was walking down the hall, "Hey, Katie,"
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
12 years later. Like, so it's not like I had her for one class. And
Well,
so,
and okay, your teacher's there giving you her time. The fact that you respect that time and respect her as an educator enough to go up and introduce yourself, that she understood that you wanted to be there,
mhm,
that you wanted to learn. And that I would imagine to a teacher is wonderful, because teachers don't always get that feedback.
it is wonderful because when I was teaching at Stout,
Yeah.
or even when I go and speak at Stout, still to this day,
Yeah.
I always encourage the students. They don't know me,
Yeah.
and I encourage them to come up and connect with me or reach
Yeah.
out to me afterward or
Yeah.
whatever. And the ones that have, I will never forget. Like,
Right.
yes, there's
Right.
many of them that I'm like, okay, yeah, they reached out to me once, but I have single-handedly helped many students at Stout get jobs because
Yeah.
they reached out to me,
Yeah.
because they were bold enough to talk to me. There
Yeah.
was one student I never actually really knew, and I didn't have her in class or anything, but she had me come, or when I went and spoke, she remembered me. A couple years later, she reached out to me and said, "Hey, you came to Stout, spoke in our class. I remember you. I'm looking for a job in Tennessee." And I said, "Cool. I'm in Wisconsin." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's cool. Well, guess what? The company I work for has an office, 3 offices in Tennessee.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
interested in being in the commercial furniture world in design?" Yeah, that'd be great. And I helped her through a couple other things because she was doing intern or not internships, but interviews other places. She sent me some stuff like, "Hey, what are your thoughts on this like sales role or whatever?" And I'm like, "Ugh, no."
Yeah.
Like, or don't do that because I always tell students, don't ever sign a non-compete. Call me first.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Yeah.
ever sign one. Let me help you through that because it's no, I made that mistake. We helped or I helped her out. And then lo and behold, I did reach out to my company that I work for, and
Sure.
I didn't know anyone in Tennessee, but our other design managers did, and my manager did. And so I sent over her information from myself to my company and said, "You guys need to go take a look at this person, and she's amazing and whatever." Now, it did help that I had another student that I helped get a job at our company in Wisconsin, and she is the actual best. And
Yeah.
so that really helped when I'm like, this person's from the same school. She's really good. And she sent me her portfolio, and
Yeah.
I knew the other girls that she hung around and stuff. So I put my foot out there, or I put myself out there, like my reputation out there, and they interviewed her and they hired her.
Yeah.
A simple email and connection with someone that cares, because I care, helped her because her goal was to move, and she moved to Nashville
Isn't that
without a
something?
job
Yeah.
and got one. And so proud of her. She's doing such good work. They love her down there. And
That's
that's the
amazing.
best.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Well, that's all I have for you today, girl.
Cool, cool,
Or
cool.
for chapter 15, anyway.
Well, here we go. Chapter 15. That was it. Thanks for chatting, Mom. And let's go dive into chapter 16.
See you then.
Yes, and real quick, for anyone, go down below, check out the other podcast episodes and all that good stuff. There's so much more. My mom and I have put our blood, sweat, and tears into all of these, and me more than anything,
Yes,
because
yes, yes, for sure.
editing these stinking episodes,
Well,
my
just yeah,
beautiful, wonderful
you
mother,
put
my umming mother. So if you hear a couple in these episodes, be grateful that I took out 95% of the rest of it.
okay. Okay, whatever.
Hey, it's part of the job.
That's
Love you, love
right.
you. I will
Love you
talk to
too.
you in chapter 16.
Sounds good.